Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. And in today's one, we're going to be talking about what is the market looking like for future job prospecting in the future. As you have heard me say in past videos, I believe the rise of Scrum Master is basically dead now. I think we need to put this to bed now. I think a lot of you that are having difficulty moving on from this topic, you have to put it to rest. You have to put it aside now. I don't think that you can. Some of you have said to me, Coach, what do you mean by we need to put this to aside? What I'm trying to say is that if you are thinking that you're going to get certified as a Scrum Master and apply for a Scrum Master job and get it, I think you're not being fed the right information. This was the case 12 months ago. Yes, 12 months ago, you could achieve something like this. But in 2025, the chances are very slim. That's why morally and ethically, I cannot even recommend Scrum Master training going forward now. So we got to put this to the side. Product ownership also is a dying area because most of the product owner jobs now are being taken over, retaken over again by project managers. So again, this thing is a dying breed in itself. They've tried it for 20 years, but it hasn't really gotten them the results that they wanted in the first place. So again, it's a dying place to be in. Product management, this is almost similar to a program manager. Again, this role has existed for many decades. The program manager, the project manager. So if we collect them together, these two roles will still stand out going forward into the future. So these are the best places to place your bets. But what I'm here to talk to you guys about is where is the trends for the future? Where can we put our money? Where can we put our bets so that we're investing in ourselves for the right path into the future? One thing that we did not talk about in this channel is enough is portfolio managers, PMOs. Project management offices. This type of work here is very similar, and these roles now are becoming highly in demand. So what you have seen now is the tides turning, the reemergence of PMO offices and portfolio managers. Now, when it comes to this, you're in a very great spot right now. The demand is there, but the supply is not there. That's where you can come in and actually take advantage of the situation right now. PMO is a fantastic place to get into because of the amount of transformation initiatives that are going on. You see, the difference between what I used to talk about in the channel before and what I'm talking about now is that before you were just executing projects as part of a team member. Now the difference is that you're overseeing the project. You're not executing it. And this difference is very hard to comprehend for some people. And you don't understand exactly how does that work. And I'm going to say one word here is mastering the governance process. When you understand how to govern these types of projects, that's when you hit senior leadership level. In my last video, I was saying that PMO is the layer between the executive layer and the rest of the organization. You're sitting in that little sandwich, if you want to call it like that. Okay. So it gives you the most chances, the most bang for your buck to actually grow into an executive leader. That's the great thing about this. And also, something I've noticed um, in my some of my consultations that I've done with large organizations, I've noticed that PMO officers are extremely highly respected. Not only are they highly respected, they're sought after. People flock to you for your advice, for your guidance, for your support. This is one of those roles which surprised me because you wouldn't expect that. But when you look at the setup, of a hierarchical organization in modern day companies, it makes complete and total sense that people, project managers, program managers, scrum masters, product owners, secretaries, whoever it is in the organization, would seek the support and the guidance and you could say the initiatives from a PMO officer. The only difficult thing is that you don't know how to do it. So very good place to get into. This is I'm fully communicating this to all audiences right now, that this is a fantastic place to get into. That's the first thing. The second thing is, this is not one of those roles where you need to get certified. I remember back in the day, we used to talk about certification, 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 certification. This is not a certified position. What this position actually entails is, do you understand how to work the governance process to govern all these 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 initiatives that you're overseeing? That is where the trick is. And if you know how to play that trick, you're sailing through. But this cannot be taught through a certification. Certification is only there to show that you've, like the Scrum Master stuff, that you understand the bare bone minimum concepts. Okay. In this case, it's more down to three types of dimensions: the soft skills space, the engagement space, and the leadership space. It's a different space that you're working within. And there's a 20% in there, which is the process. Okay. But overall, this role does not require certification. That's where you guys come in. So if you're sitting there wondering, you want a career change, you want to change from a whatever position that you're stuck in right now, and you want to jump up to a PMO officer, this is a good time to get into this. I cannot stress enough how much of a lucrative chance that you have right now. Look, guys, I did not make videos for almost 1 year because I felt that the market had changed. There was no need to make any videos on the previous concept of being a Scrum Master. The tide has shifted. It's moved on. You have to move on. And it's sad for me to admit as well, because I spent my time building this channel on the Scrum Master concept. But what to do? Things have changed. Times have changed. I cannot keep preaching something which is out of date. It's morally wrong and ethically wrong. But what I am telling you guys is that this new venture is there. This is something that's growing in the industry. This is something that you can take part of. The great thing is that if you know how to use the tools to your advantage in this space, how to govern the projects and how to lead them, to drive them, yeah, you're flying ahead. So that's the advantage that you have right now to take into the PMO space. Okay. Now, guys, I've spent the last 1 year with my team building an entire program to support you guys to become PMO officers. The full practicality, the full process, the full governance thing. So you know exactly what to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday when you get your job. That's what we teach you in my program. We don't teach you none of this BS theory anymore. That's out the window. You don't need that now. It doesn't work in today's modern society. But what we teach you is the practical so you can get the job done. Okay. So guys, that's it for today's video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below what content you guys need going forward. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to contact me, if you want to book a consultation with me, one of my team members, there's a link in the description below. Click on it and let's have a chat about your future, what your future job or your career prospects look like. And thank you so much for watching.